Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Stretch and De-Stress for today. I'm a little sore from a couple workouts this week, so this is going to be much needed for me and hopefully will be something that you're looking forward to as well. Um, what I'm going to focus on today is actually some stretches to really help you recover from tension in your body that may be the result of stress. So we're going to focus on the head, neck, and shoulders. And as most of you probably already know, that is an area that those muscles can get very tense as we feel a lot of stress and we tighten up. These tend to be some of the muscles that we'll see that in. If you've ever gotten a massage and in the shoulders, if someone's ever said, "Wow, are you under a lot of stress?" You know that's where it tends to concentrate. The other part of the body we're going to focus on is actually the lower legs. What happens every day is that we put a lot of stress because we walk around, and what happens in the lower leg can actually move up into the other parts of the body. So you may be experiencing lower back pain because there are muscles that have been tense in your foot or in your lower leg. So we're going to focus on some of those areas. You can have knee pain or hip pain as a result of something lower. Similarly, I want to address some of these upper torso areas because that same tension will cause you to do things that may create misalignment in other parts of your body as well. All right. Keep in mind that throughout this entire session, we want to focus on our breath because the breath is absolutely critical to how you recover from stress and muscle tension. Breath actually provides the muscles the oxygen, so really literally, and the sort of rhythm to loosen up and relax. So please keep your breath going, give it a nice rhythm, try to draw it out a little longer. So if you're doing 6 breaths a minute, right, then try to make it 5. So really try to draw out that breath so that you're really deep breathing. All right, let's start with 3 deep breaths. And you can sit however it's comfortable for you, cross-legged, feet out. But what you do want to do is you do want to, even though we're relaxing, we don't want to just let everything go. We want to keep some energy, some engagement throughout the body. And so what that means is, if I turn to the side, I don't want you to sit back here or kind of let those shoulders fall forward. Go ahead and sit up, especially if you've got your feet out. Sit up on top of those sit bones so that the spine comes straight up out of there through the top of the head. The neck is connected to the spine, not detached. And again, if you're sitting cross-legged, get up on top of those sit bones. Sit up nice and straight. All right, from here, let's go ahead and just take some nice deep breaths. I'm going to let you do your own time, but find 3 deep breaths where you can really, on that inhale, expand the chest, the belly, feel and visualize the lungs expanding, and on the exhale, don't collapse. Stay straight, stay on top of those sit bones, and let go. So give me 3 deep breaths on your time. Remember, there's no rush. This is your opportunity to be still and be silent and allow your body to quiet down. There's been a lot of things probably going on throughout your week. This is your opportunity to slow everything down and allow yourself the opportunity to be still. Okay, so we're going to start with the head and neck. And what we're going to do is just stand, let those arms relax. So wherever it's comfortable, put them in your lap, on your knees. I always like to have palms up in that sort of receiving position to receive all of the positive energy coming from all of you out there, and hopefully giving it back to you. All right, so we're going to take that right ear and draw it down to the right shoulder. At the same time, push that left shoulder down. So you're not only moving the head to one side, you're pulling away with the shoulder on the other side. Go ahead and take that hand, that right hand, and give yourself some gentle, just a little extra stretch with the arm. And go ahead and grab that other hand and pull the shoulder. Breathe. Remember that breath. Remember the spine still staying. You're staying on top of those sit bones. Just letting that neck open up. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn the head. So you're going to look down towards the right leg. Place the hand on the back of the head. And stretch. Big breath. And up. And let's go ahead and circle that left shoulder back. Just really give it an opportunity to relax after that stretch, and forward, both directions. And as we're doing this, be grateful to your body that you're able to do this. Even if you got a little tightness, a little soreness, remember the point of this is never to give yourself pain. You should feel a minor discomfort because you're really stretching yourself, literally and figuratively. Okay? So let's try that on the left. And to the side. First, just let it happen. Let gravity do its job, pulling that head down, assisting you. A nice breath there. And then we're going to come on. Give it a little extra. And pull the shoulder down. Ooh, got a little crack. Crack with no pain can be good. Things are opening up. Sometimes those muscles are, tense and or knotted, and they're affecting a nerve or the mobility of the joint. So sometimes those cracks are sort of those muscles, as they're releasing, that joint's kind of getting its mobility back. Head down, looking down. Slight pressure on the back of the head. You're still keeping that shoulder down. Breathing. And for those of you who haven't joined before, let's go ahead and roll it back. You know that I always talk about how we don't get the opportunity. Sometimes we're pressed for time. Sometimes we're just trying to get in our muscle work. Let's reverse it. And we don't really get the opportunity to stretch the way we should. So I hope you'll continue to join me for these dedicated stretching sessions, whatever you're doing, whether it's cardio, a lot of cardio, or a lot of muscular training, endurance training, you really need this opportunity to let your body relax. So this is rest, but it's active. We're actively allowing those muscles and assisting those muscles in relaxing. All right? Okay. So we're now going to put that arm up, reaching down towards the spine, pulling in, okay? And then we're just going to gently stretch under there, those lats. So if those are tight, you're gonna feel it in the shoulder joint. Again, stay on top of those sit bones. Don't let one sit bone come up. Go ahead and leave both sit bones down. You're really stretching from that waist up. And breathing, of course. You should also feel that in the arm. And release. Again, should be at all times expressing gratitude for what your body is able to do for you, with you. On that exhale, go ahead and try to get a little more eek, just a bit more out of that stretch. And come on. And relax. This time, give me a little shake of the shoulders, forward and back. All right. Okay. So now what I want you to do is actually, I want you to take one leg. We're going to take the right leg, and we're going to put it back. So that left leg is going to be directly in front of you. That lower leg is going to be there. And what I want you to do is, this is actually, we're going to take this hip up. So you're going to lift up. And it should come through the whole upper body. And then you're just going to twist. Really focus on that upper body getting around. And come on back forward. Let that hip settle back down. Again, your flexibility, depending on where you are, whatever is comfortable and allows you to sit. And what I want you to do is to stretch up nice and tall. Take a deep breath there. You're really reaching out of your waist. And what I want you to do, you're going to come forward, but I don't want you to let those arms lead. I want you to come forward from the hip, almost like you're bowing forward. So that abdomen is coming forward. And then wherever you're comfortable, you can continue to reach, or you can put the arms down, but I want you to keep that back nice and straight. So again, you can put the hands down here, or if you're comfortable, you can keep them up. And come on up. All right, that felt really good to me. I had some good work that I did. So that was a very nice stretch for me. Okay, once again, I want that leg directly parallel to me. If you're facing me, the other leg back. Okay, so for me, right leg front, left leg back. And go ahead and lift that hip, engage from the hip, and then let that hip turn you all the way around. Again, really focus on turning those shoulders as far as they can go. And that should trickle down all the way down the body, pushing that hip forward and up. And come back to center, sit back, back down, and reach up. Reach up out of that waist, straight up. I like to grab one thumb and really almost like I'm diving. Let those fingers reach for the sky. And again, remember, you're pushing forward from the hips and coming forward. Again, you can place those hands down or you can reach out. So you're reaching and pushing down. Breathing there. Allowing yourself to sink millimeter by millimeter, centimeter by centimeter, inch by inch, a little lower with each exhale. And then holding there. Again, if it's painful, back off. But if there's just a little bit of discomfort, go ahead and feel into that. All right. Come on up. Let's come back to the center. Just kind of sitting, and we're going to revisit the breath. What I want you to do is to close your eyes and really feel in your body where you might have any additional tension. I want you to think about relaxing all throughout this sort of upper torso area through the head and neck. And as we are breathing, so I'm going to give you a span of time. You're going to go ahead and just breathe. Again, get into your comfortable position, up on those sit bones, engage, but really focusing on scanning that upper body and seeing if there's any additional tension. And as you exhale, breathing that tension out. Go. Relaxing your face. Relaxing your scalp and your ears. Relaxing the base of the skull. Relaxing the chin, elongating the neck. Relaxing the shoulders, upper back, chest. Relaxing the entire upper torso. All right. So for those of you who think that you can't meditate, that is a meditation. Even if you are visualizing parts of your body relaxing, that in itself is a meditation, because what it is it's allowing you to focus internally and be still. All right, so we're going to go to the lower body. And I brought a couple of props here. So I'm going to give you the option. If you have a foam roller, you can grab that. So I have bought a short one. You can see I have my long one. I also bought my Rolga. Shout out to the Rolga people. This is one of my favorite companions. And shout out to Dancing Lion for gifting this to me and allowing me to discover it. So this will give you a little extra. As you can see, it's all ribbed for your pleasure. Excuse the reference, but it's a pleasurable pain, I will tell you, and for anyone who's ever foam rollered. All right, so we're going to focus on the foot and the lower leg. And again, as I mentioned, we're putting a lot of pressure on that on a daily basis, just doing what we do every day, walking. And if there's a lot of tension or any imbalance there, it can carry up through the knees, into the hips, into the lower back, etc. So you want to make sure that you take care of your feet. So that includes your footwear, nothing too tight, nothing that doesn't allow your foot to move and breathe as well. Just making sure that you have shoes that support your walking and the way in which you walk. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to do something very simple. We're just going to hold on to one leg. And again, keep that back up. Don't just kind of, let's keep that back up. And we're just going to roll. Simple. Circle, let the toes move as well. And other side. You can keep changing directions, giving that foot, that ankle some love, right? It is one of the critical parts, joints in our bodies that allows us to balance. Imagine what would happen if your ankle wasn't functioning. Do you know what your walk would look like? Could you walk? All right. Okay, let's go ahead and put it down. Now we're going to take the very bottom, so right there below the ball of the foot, and we're going to pull it up and we're going to push those fingertips into the middle. So we're going to give ourselves a little acupressure. So we're going to pull up, let the toes relax so you can be kind of balanced on that heel. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Now pull the toes back and flex even more. You'll start to feel that in the lower leg. Let that abdomen rest on the leg. All right. Now we're going to actually take the fingers and move up the foot and down the foot, putting pressure inside. So we're in the middle. Let's go up and down, pushing in, and up and down, pushing in the center of the foot. One more time, up and down. All right. Okay. What I want you to do is to go ahead and put that leg out. Bring the other foot to the side. It can either be right beside the knee or inside, or right beside the thigh. Okay? And this time I do want you to draw the toes up and pull the heel off the ground. Draw them up to the extent that you pull that heel off the ground. Okay? And then you're going to push through the foot and point those toes. So push the toes down. You can even assist with your hand pushing down. All right, and again, remember, I'm still keeping that back engaged. So actually, I create a little more stretch there. Push, push, push. If you can't reach it, just push, push, push with the toes. And pull them up. Up, 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 off the ground, heel off the ground. And push through, push through, push through, push through, push through. You should feel that in your ankle, your heel, as you kind of contract that heel to push that toe forward. Last time, up, 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 up. As far as you can go, you almost want to reach your toes back to touch you. Push, 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 push. And then through, 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 through. Push, keep it going. Keep trying to reach that extra bit, because that's what's going to be what stretches that top of the foot. And release. All right, so I'm going to use my foam roller. All right, and if you're not using your foam roller, because ultimately what this is a massage. You're massaging yourself with the foam roller. So you can put as much pressure as you want or not. If you're not using the foam roller, you're going to do exactly what we did with the feet, but you're going to do it on the back of your calf. So you're going to go up the middle and down. Again, those fingers are together, those fingertips, and they're just pushing in. So if you are on your roller, you can either put the foot down and lift up. I always like to start actually at the ankle, so go bottoms up. I'm not going to take my, I'm going to go halfway. So you can do this with the fingers too, nice and slow, and come back. So remember, for those of you who have not used a foam roller before, one of the key things is to go nice and slow. And if you find a spot, go ahead and hold it. Put a little pressure on it. If you're feeling strong, you can go ahead and put pressure on it with the other leg. And, oh yeah. So I like to do my lower leg in two parts. So you can also do this with the fingers. Just really focus on the lower part first. So going from the ankle down to the middle and coming back up so that you can really feel what's going on. All right. So if you only went to the middle, I did about 3 cycles up and down. Now you start from the middle. Again, it can be here, if that's enough pressure for you. We're going to go to the knee, not over the back of the knee, but just right there to that joint. Because this is a fleshier part, you may feel this a little bit more, but again, keep massaging if you're not doing this. And again, if you want more pressure, I don't know if I can take it, but we'll try. Oh, I can't take it. That's too much pressure on this fleshier, meatier part. Especially with the roller. The roller will add some intensity. If you are no longer feeling, if you've used the foam roller for some time and you're no longer feeling it, I encourage you, highly encourage you to use one of the more textured rollers. The roller is a great option. And again, if you feel any tension, so if there was a point of tension and I wanted to just hold it there and breathe into it, that's possible too. Again, if you're using your hands, if you feel some tension, just kind of hold the pressure there. What you want to do is you want to breathe through and ideally breathe until that pressure starts to feel less. Even for me right now, it's a little less pain than it was when I first started. All right. Okay. And what we want to do after that is, now that we've got into that muscle, is to go ahead and stretch it. So we're going to do the same stretch we did earlier. Pull that toe up, pull the heel up, and this time do reach. Reach for that toe, that heel. Pull it up. Increase the stretch. If you want to, you can grab that big toe, like you may do in yoga, and pull. So you're not only pulling back, pulling that toe back, but you're also pulling towards that leg, the body towards that leg, and getting a stretch along the back of the leg. All right, push those toes forward, push them forward, push them forward. Keep trying to flatten the foot, flatten the top of the foot. Keep pushing, 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 pushing. Don't stop when you get to a certain point. Try to go further, try to go further. and breathe. Holding it through the breath. All right. Okay, we're going to flip around to the other side. All right. So we're going to start just holding that leg up. Again, keeping our body upright and circling. Just relaxing, circling. Feels good. Again, try to move that toe as well. So not just the ankle, but the whole toe tries to draw a circle. Forward and back. If you start to get tired, that goes to show you that there's probably a lot of tension in there. All right? Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to grab that foot and push into the center. Push, 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 push. You're going to relax the toes first. Push, 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 push. Push, push, push. Again, those fingers in the middle of the foot. Push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. And go to wherever, again, you want a slight bit of discomfort. Okay, you don't want pain. If it's pain, back off. But discomfort, you want a little bit of that because you know that it's working. Now pull the toes back and push. Pull the toes back towards you and push in. All right, and let's go. Up the foot and down the foot. Up the foot, I'm gonna put it down the foot. Up the foot, and I will tell you, you can use your foam roller. I usually do it seated or standing to roll the foot, and that is equally beneficial. But today, I'm gonna go with the massage people. And down. So your foot should start feeling a little warm. When the muscles start to feel a little warm, you know that means that you're giving them some activity, and that's a good thing. All right. Okay, so leg out, toes up, heel off the ground, pull, 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 feel that in the back of your lower leg, pull, 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 and push, 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 push. Flatten the top of your foot, flatten it, so reach those toes away from you. Point them away from you. Like I said, if you can reach them down, push them. And one more time, flex. I'm still breathing. And push, 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 push. Flatten and reach. One more time. Up, 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 up. Again, if you can help them a little bit. Keep that ankle off the ground, heel off the ground. That means that leg is straight. And push, 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 push. So you're starting to get into the lower leg. So that's where we'll focus next. All right. Okay, so remember, take those fingers and you can work through. And again, if you're doing, just do halfway up. Get to that middle part, because that middle part needs lots of love. All right. And again, remember, start from the bottom and move towards the middle. So again, one foot. Now these, foam rollers are relatively inexpensive. Again, depending on how advanced you can get your foam roller. I highly encourage you to invest in one. You can read lots of articles on how they are the one thing that most people that exercise should be doing. And the benefits of it include performance, as well as mobility, as well as actually preventing injury. Because you're getting to some of those tight areas before those tight areas cause you long-term problems. And that's a good thing. If you're up, try not to sink down. Really get up into it. If you get to a point that's tight, you can let your hips down and kind of continue to push into the roller. Okay. All right, I'm going to do the upper part. And as you know, that's a little sore for me, so I am going to back off a little bit by coming up. Ooh. Now, one thing that I also like about this is if you are really paying attention, you can sort of understand what where your imbalances are. So for me, it's my right leg. Oh, I tend to have a lot more tension in my right leg, probably favor my right leg. So, listen to your body. If that's where your body is desiring attention, then that's where you should really give it some attention. Oh, yeah, there's a knot in there. So I'm going to do a little hold. And again, if you're doing it with the hands, keep those fingers on that point. Allow that pressure to eventually let the muscle unravel, loosen, let that tension dissolve. Yeah. And you'd be amazed at how it will change the way you walk, the way the upper parts of your leg feel. All right. Okay. Now I've done this before and felt it actually in my shoulder. So there is this concept of referred pain where the pain that you're experiencing is actually not the result of something in that area. It's actually being referred from somewhere else because of this kinetic chain. This chain, everything in our bodies works together. So really, really important. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to focus on the side of the leg. So this outside of the lower leg, which again doesn't get a lot of attention. So this time you're going to take your thumbs and you're just going to push. You'll feel that bone. And you want to go outside, really just kind of almost sort of pinching off the fleshy part. Okay? So I want you to just go through that and all right. So before we do that, though, I neglected to stretch after that massage. Okay? So we talked about it. Bring that heel up, bring that toe up, pull that foot up. I want you guys to be balanced. I don't want to leave you uneven. Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. In my classes, I always have one student who's always like, oh, we didn't stretch the other side. But I gotta remember, because you guys aren't able to talk to me. And push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. Remember, don't just kind of relax. I know we're relaxing, but you want to keep the energy moving. Even if it gets to a certain point, keep the energy almost sort of flowing out. So as you're pulling back, keep that energy, keep it pushing. As if you had a towel, you could pull that, you should continue to pull. And then push. All right, let's get in that calf, and then we're going to be done. But your lower leg should feel different. I'm telling you, if you don't feel different when you get up, then I want you to do it a little bit more, maybe later on today. The key with this is, especially foam roller, is frequency. So put this video on again at least 2 other times during the week so you can actually benefit. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to get in the same position we were in before. So why don't we start with your left leg, I'm going to have my right, in front, the other leg folded back like we did before with our stretch, okay? And here, this is for those who are going to foam roller. You want to place the foam roller underneath. I'm going to pull this up. Okay? So, with the foam roller, you're just going to roll that lower leg, again, from the ankle, up, and back. All right? If you're using your hands, remember what we said, you're taking those thumbs and you're pushing in. So you can bring that leg forward. Don't try to balance like this. Get up stable and then push in and massage all the way through. All right? And I'm going to go ahead and go up and down 3 to 5 times. And the reason why you want to go slow is you really want to feel what's going on. So if there's any areas that you need to kind of focus on, you can, if you're on the roller, you can push down, then you can do that. If you're moving too fast, you won't really feel those spots. There's a spot. I like to keep my hand there so I can continue to feel it. So again, up and down 5 times. Keep that shoulder down. If you're here, try to make that spacing between when you move up less and less. Okay, other side. Go ahead and get that thumb in there. Pinch off. And if you're using the roller, start with the ankle there. Get into this position and roll. And wherever you feel the need, push down. Really pushing that muscle into the roller. And again, you can always pause. There's a point that seems like it really needs some pressure, some attention. And I hope you've been remembering to continue to breathe, to really enjoy this for what it's going to do for your body. Inside, there should be a little applause from your muscles for doing this, for taking this time. We're going to do a special foam roller session, and I hope you guys will all pick up foam rollers. Foam rollers are available at, all of Target, Walmart, Amazon, so your choice. Okay, so let's put that to the side. Now, again, you can use this type of roller I actually bought just to show you if you're no longer getting the same sort of benefits from rollers. You can go with a massage ball. So they come in a peanut, which is sort of a double ball. They come in something that has actual pressure points, so little spikes, or just looks kind of like a tennis ball, a little smaller, lacrosse ball. Okay, let's finish it up with a little breathing as we always do. Inhale. Exhale. Close your eyes. Feel yourself getting taller through the torso. Really allowing your torso to expand, that chest, that belly. All right. And with that, give yourself a nice big hug. I recommend that any stretches that you do, whether you do them at your computer, you do some of those head and shoulder, neck stretches that we did, that you give yourself a big bear hug after you're done. Because the embrace, whether you do it with someone else or with yourself, is actually very beneficial for you, both mentally and emotionally and physically. You're stretching the head back, stretching those arms, and you're making yourself feel better at the same time. So with that, and on that note, I am sending you my love and my my wellness wishes. I'm sending you wishes for wellness. And this time that you take to allow your body to recover from stress is absolutely critical to your overall health and well-being. So thank you for being here. Thank yourself for being here. I appreciate you. And by doing this, you are showing that you appreciate your body and everything that it does for you. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and be well.